So, continuing from the interaction that happened between Srila Prabhupada and Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan. So, once Srila Prabhupada went to Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan when he was holding the position of the President of India. And he went to meet him, I think, to propose for buying a land or something like that, or some papers. I'm not very sure, but there was a meeting between Radhakrishnan ji and Srila Prabhupada. So Srila Prabhupada was floating his point of view that actually the Hare Krishna movement has the solution to almost all the problems that exist on this planet Earth. Leave aside just India, provided people accept it with a very open mind and without biases. And they will have to be very patient once a Hare Krishna explains to them something. So Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan immediately said that, oh, what do you do saying Hare Krishna, do something practical. So Prabhupada said, okay, he's throwing a challenge at me, and President of India means he's a big man. So he said, okay, sir, because you are throwing a challenge at me, and Prabhupada was saying that it can actually bring about a practical change. So Prabhupada said that. So he said, how am I supposed to accept what you are proposing? Dr. Radhakrishnan said to Srila Prabhupada. So Srila Prabhupada said, well, you give me a place and you give me all of these things, and I will show you how this is very practical, and this can actually change the lives, the minds, and the consciousness of the people, and they will become more beautiful, more dedicated, and more pure in their existence. Because Prabhupada had already seen, the Americans, Prabhupada called them very lovingly as white elephants, dancing white elephants. So, and he had already seen their dedication, whereas Indians were not accepting the traditional, the ancient Vedic culture. And it's not even Vedic, it's a very open Sanatan culture. And it encompasses all types of faiths. Actually, you will see bit and parcel of each and every type of faith that is followed by one or the other community. Because the fact is that all these faiths that have come in near future in near past or in far past have actually emanated from the Sanatan culture itself. So it's just a bifurcation, that is all. And different groups accepted what they wanted to accept. That is the only thing. But all in all, if we go back and see, all in all, if all of it merges into one Sanatan culture. That's how we have so many traditions that are still followed today by different faiths. So anyway, so he said, okay, I'll give you a jail. So Prabhupada got a jail as a place, and it had jail inmates who he had to transform. Prabhupada said, absolutely fine. You just give me these things. I just want these facilities, small facilities, very basic facilities. So he said, fine. And I can challenge you that just give me 5 to 6 months and I will show you, I'll change this place. I'll change them. So he said, okay. Both were ready. So he threw the challenge and he accepted the challenge. So the challenge was on, and Prabhupada very, very diligently, every day he used to go, and it continued for 5-6 months. And he kept a very simple program for the jail inmates. There were others also who did some experimentation, but they failed in transforming them completely. But Prabhupada was very patient, because it was not new for him, because he had dealt with Americans who were drug addicts, who were high on drugs all the time. He had dealt with Americans who were not following the basic principles of no meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, no illicit sex. He had dealt with all of them, and he had transformed them completely. and some of them became great sannyasis who you and I as an Indian also cannot imagine to become, to just give up everything. And most of the Americans who he guided were all from affluent families. The affluence that we think of now, they already had that at their homes, and they had left everything just because they found the philosophy so profound and so fulfilling and so happy, that they knew that this was the right path, which was good for themselves and which was good for their family friends and which was good for their family members as well. So they just accepted it with very open heart and with very open mind. So he said, fair enough. And it started. So Prabhupada kept it very simple. Just Dhinchak Kirtan, lots of prasadam, and one short lecture, simple lecture. And it went on and on, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. And the jailer, the superintendent, he said, oh my God, these guys are really changing. They are becoming more soft at heart, and they are reciprocating to what the Swami is doing. And there was marvelous change in the environment, in the aura of the place, in the aura of the people who were there. And then the jail superintendent wrote back to Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan that, Sri President Ji, this man we cannot change. We cannot challenge. This man, he said, and he did it. And it was so difficult. But just by his simple approach and with all his humility, he has conducted this program over and over the days with so much of diligence. And he has really changed the place. He has changed us. So he was very, very happy. And then he accepted Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan that yes, it works magic. So that's that. And Prabhupada says one thing, that it was very easy for him to work with Americans, because Americans and the Westerners, because Indians are very, very attached to family members. Ghar, bar, biwi, bacche, saas, bahu, ye, wo, दुनिया भर के रिश्तेदार, कोई कुछ बोल रहा है, कोई कुछ बोल रहा है, लगे हुए, ऐसे ही जीते हैं, ऐसे ही मर जाते हैं. But with Westerners, it was very easy because they had already given up their family. They don't have so much of family attachment. So, and they were wanting love. They were wanting love. Everyone needs love, and everyone would agree with that. So they just wanted love. And Srila Prabhupada had love with him. He was carrying Krishna's love very handy with him. So the Lord's love, God's love, it was very, very handy. So then Srila Prabhupada said that it was very, very easy because they had left everything. I didn't have to work on that, their attachment part. And what I did was just added Krishna to it, and they were complete. So that's how. So when Westerners can accept all of these things, why can't we as Indians? And many of the parents there in America, because they all used to follow Christianity, obviously their parents and all, and their parents came and told Prabhupada, Swami, what are you doing? We had asked them so many times to come with us, to go to church, but they never came. But you are doing, what magic are you doing that they are going, they're chanting the Lord's name, they're dancing with you, and they do everything that you do. What is it that you are doing? And are you on a spree to to change their religion? Prabhupada said, no. You can follow whichever religion you want to. You just have to chant the Lord's name. Chant. Because somebody may call a child Bunty, somebody may call Bubbly, somebody may call something else. But the child, as per a person, remains the same. So is with the Lord. You may try to understand the Lord in different ways, but the Lord as a person remains one. That is something, it's very profound. It's very, very profound. So actually Hare Krishna movement encompasses people from all walks of life, people from all faiths, people from all religions across the world. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Happy Teachers' Day to all of you.